Hey everybody, Drew here from Pella Cars. Very excited to bring you guys this beautiful 2014 Prius V. It is the loaded 4 model with vegan leather seats and a bunch of other neat features which we'll go over. It's got 169,828 miles on it, and you'd never know, as you'll see in the video, the outside, the inside, underneath, and the mechanicals are just about perfect. It's like a brand new car. But of course it's got 169,000 miles, so we're going to go over all the little flaws, so please make sure you watch the whole video. We'll start in the front. Couple stone chips in the hood, nothing really much to speak of. There is this kind of crack or scratch or whatever it is. It seems like the bumper itself isn't cracked, but like the paint on it is. Maybe they bumped a curb or something in the past. That's there. It's not too bad. Your eye kind of goes to it once you know it's there, but you back up, this is about how far you'd stand from the car when you were looking at it in person. You can't really see it until you're right up on it. There it is. Nothing much to speak of on this side. I'll show you the wheels. This is a good testament for how there's just this one little scratch and all the other ones are just about perfect. We'll check them as we go. This is a good testimony to how well the car was taken care of, as usually wheels aren't this clean at 105,000 miles, let alone 169,000. You could tell that they washed the car a lot, and it's never had like horrible brakes or anything to pepper it with brake dust and stain these. Absolutely beautiful wheels, and they're in a unique finish too. It's like some nickel finish. It's a little bit brighter and more liquid looking paint than regular. The tires that are on them are at least half tread. They're in really good shape, more than enough for this winter and probably next, but not brand new. A little scratch on the mirror here. Not much, tiny little scuff right there on the door. I might be able to get that out actually, because you can't even feel it with the nail. Nothing much here, maybe a little stone chip there. This wheel, other than a little bit of scratch around the edge from a curb, is perfect. Again, nice meaty tire on there. The back doesn't have much at all. There's this scratch from the license plate, which I believe on a regular Prius this is aluminum. I'm not sure if it is on the Prius V or not. But that should not cause any issues, assuming that it is the aluminum, and if it's not, I'll make sure it's touched up. This here, little scratch. Not much to speak of here. I don't know if that's that's a little scratch right there. This wheel is perfect. Tires are evenly worn across the car, which is another testimony to how well it was taken care of. One of the sides, I think it's the other side, I don't want to forget on you, so let's walk back over there. There's a good scratch on the, here it is. There's a good scratch on the rocker panel. Kind of tough to see, and it's pretty light. I don't think it'll buff out, but it might lighten up a little bit. You got to pretty much be kneeling, next to the car to really see it. Now that I pointed it out, I'm sure you noticed it there, but wouldn't want to leave that out because it's a pretty good scratch. Underneath the car, we brought this up from southern Pennsylvania. Underneath the car, as you can see there, is extremely clean. It does have this, I think that's a Class 1 hitch. It's the smallest size. These are usually put on Prius for like bike racks and things like that. You're not going to want to tow a trailer with it, but it's just fine for like a bike rack or something like that, one of those platforms to put extra cargo on. Show you guys underneath the hood. Very clean. It's the 1.8 liter motor, which is in, of course, all 3rd generation Prius, which even though this is the B model, it kind of falls into the 3rd generation. Nice clean motor there. All the fluids are at their correct level and proper. It will come with a full synthetic oil change, just like all of our cars. I'll show you guys in the cargo area. So the Prius V, it's funny, in Japan and in Europe, where it's called the Alpha and the Wagon, I believe they call it Wagon in Europe, called Prius Alpha in Japan, they come with a 3rd row. We unfortunately didn't get that, but I believe there's a little, there's little extra storage compartments and things underneath there. The back seats, which are excellent, just like the front. We'll start on the whole interior shortly. They fold totally flat. There's an incredible amount of room in this. I mean, probably equal to like a Toyota RAV4 SUV, which is pretty incredible. In these seats, to make it more useful, say you've got cargo and rear passengers, you could slide those forward. And again, in Japan and in Europe, there would be a 3rd row. Unfortunately, we didn't get it because that would make this an awesome car for like a family of 4 that occasionally has like grandparents or friends for sleepovers and stuff. But just 5 seats in this one. Inside, Not a blemish to speak of that I could think of. There's one stain that I had a hard time getting out right here, which for the most part came out, but you can still kind of see it a little bit. I'll start it up for you. Being it's the loaded model, it's got a lot of really nice stuff. It's got heated seats. These are vegan leather. So is the steering wheel. It's an ultra low VOC, like a vinyl-based product, what they'd use on like a modern Lexus or Mercedes. But ultra low VOC and totally vegan, which is cool. It's got a Bluetooth stereo. It does have a form of navigation. It's an app, so it doesn't have like the map button and all that jazz, but it does have a fully functional, get it loaded up here for you, fully functional navigation system, albeit again an app on what they consider like a smart infotainment system and not a a dedicated GPS with like map buttons on the steering wheel and stuff like that, but it works great for what it's for. Again, Bluetooth streaming audio. It does have a backup camera, which is pretty important, especially given that it's a wagon, tough to see behind. Again, it's got 169,828 miles on it, and it drives beautifully. A little bit of wear on these buttons, and that's pretty much the only flaw I could find on it. I'm going to take you guys out on the road. It's got nice hot heat, cold air conditioning, all that. It drives like a dream. Again, looks and drives like, much newer of a car than 169,000 miles. So hopefully going to get you guys some highway speeds here. A little bit trafficy for the time of day, but power is great in this. It's the 1.8 liter from the 2010 to 2015 Prius. Quite a bit more powerful than the previous model. Also, obviously, a lot more spacious. We're going 61, hands off the wheel, drives nice and straight. Of course, the road's curved, that doesn't help, but drives nice and straight, hit the brakes, again, nice and straight. So anyways, I'm Drew. Hopefully this video is helpful. If you'd like to see it in person, feel free to reach out through the website. It's www.pellacars.com, or you can call me directly at 585-771-0111. And if you want to be notified when we post more cars, we do a lot of Prius. We're getting close to 50 for 2022, which is a new personal record for us. If you want to be notified when we post more, just go ahead and subscribe to this channel. The only thing we use it for is these walk around and test drive videos, so it won't bug you for anything other than a new car posted. And just make sure you click the little bell icon to turn on notifications. So again, I'm Drew. Thank you for your time and have a great day.